Hey, what's up guys? It's Eric with FisherDrumming.com, and I got 3 linear fills to show you. These are extremely useful fills, they are simple fills, and they are fills that you can use right away. So let's get right into it and have some fun. So I was pondering my next video for my YouTube family and all the drummers that have been watching me, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to do a video on linear fills. 2 reasons. I've been getting a lot of requests lately to do a video on fills, and second reason, I have some linear grooves on my channel, but I have no linear fills. I got linear beats, linear grooves, but I don't have any, straight concrete examples of some linear fills on my channel. Although I do have a whole linear pack available on my website. It covers all types of linear beats and fills, how to play them, how to come up with them, how to understand what linear fills and beats are, and teach you how to create them yourself. On my YouTube channel, I just have concrete examples. Here's one that you can learn. Here's something that you can put in your vocabulary and put it in your pocket, and whenever you want to whip it out, you can use it. But if you want to learn like all around, just get better with creativity, get the main principles of building linear chops, then you want to go to my website and get the linear pack. But in this lesson, I got 3 concrete linear fills for you. So we're going to jump right in. These are simple fills. These are not complicated, super long, drawn out, 30-second note, flippity flopping right to left all over the place kind of fills. These are going to be good in a musical context. You can use this when you're playing with your band. You're going to be able to whip these out. They're short and sweet, and they pack a punch. Okay? Just to give you a little context, these are 16th note linear fills. The first one is a half measure in length. The second one is 3/4 of a measure, and the third one is a full measure. So we'll start with 1, go to 2, and then 3. I'll show you on the snare first, just to kind of get your head familiar with the pattern, and then we'll move it around on the toms, and then put it to a beat at the end. So let me simply break this fill down for you. It's a half measure long. We're going to start it on the 3. So we're going to groove the first half of the measure. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. We're starting on the 3. So be ready. Natural sticking, we're alternating our hands. So we have 3 notes with our hands. Kick. 1 more note with our hands. Kick. And then 2 more notes finishing it off on the snare. Dat 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 do dat do dat dat in drummer language. You got that? Now let's play it slow together on the snare, and then we'll bump up the tempo and get ready to rock. So one thing to keep in mind with this fill is that everything's pretty heavy on this one. These 3 fills are packing a punch, like I said. Heavy, we're accenting these notes. We're not really ghost noting any notes on all 3 of these fills. These are made for like a rock context, when you're really like grooving hard and you want to just put something heavy and sweet in there at the right moment. That's going to be these fills. So play it out, and each note, make it solid. Fill number 2. Now this fill is really cool because it's not a full measure, and it's just about 3/4 of a measure. We're actually ending the fill on the 4. So there's 3 16th notes that we're resting on. So it's 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. E and a, it's a nice little pause. And sometimes when you're playing in music and you want to do a big drum fill, it sounds cool to add a little pause at the very end. So you do a nice big fill, but then those remaining, whether it's a quarter note, in this case it's 3/16 notes, you just pause and then you crash on the one. It kind of adds a little gap, a little breathing room in the fill and in the music, and especially if the guitars and bass all stop with you, it's a really cool effect. So it's good to practice it this way right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, kick, kick, 1, 2, kick, kick, 1, 2. We'll break it down on the snare, and then I'll show you the context on the toms, and then we're going to be crashing on the one like usual. We're incorporating a little bit more kick drum in here. So this is probably the hardest one, I would say, because you really gotta get those doubles in clean with your kick drum. You want it to sound like consistent with your hands and your kick drum, all those 16th notes, da 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 ba. So guys, remember, I'm showing you one version of this fill, but there's a lot of different options you can do. When you do those first 5 notes, you don't have to keep it in the order I have it, and then the second 2 notes on the toms, you can switch up how you play those. All of that's up to you. Just get down the pattern and get down the way that I'm laying it out for you, and change it up if you want to do something else, but this pattern will stick in your mind and it'll start showing up in other fills in other ways. So just be creative with it after you get it down, and remember, I'm giving you just my version, this one particular version, but make it your own, okay? Alright, fill number 3, the last one I'm going to go over, is one measure in totality. But the first half is actually straight 16th notes on the snare. So really the juicy part is the second half, the 3E anda, 4E anda. So really not more complicated just because it's one measure. This is, you kind of build up to the very end. Think of it that way. The first half of the 16th notes on the snare, you're actually playing these a little bit lighter. And then you're really finishing it off strong for the second half of the measure. Also, what I like about these 3 fills is that the kick falls in different places. It might be on the E and the and, but it's in a different context, in a different place, in sync with your hands. So all of these are a little bit different in how you're incorporating your kick drum, and that's what I love about linear fills. It gives it that, different, unique sound than just a regular fill with your hands up top. You're incorporating your kick in awesome places, really makes it beefy, really makes it funky, choppy, all that good stuff. So this one's really fun, and because the kick falls in a different place than the other ones, it can be a little bit tricky at first to get it to roll smooth throughout the 16th note phrase. So just be patient, take your time, and you'll get it with practice, okay? Let's jump in. Cool, guys, so that's the 3 linear chops, linear fills that I'm going to show you today. Thanks for checking it out with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you tuck these away in your pockets so you can start, bringing them out in the right context at the right time. And these are very fun. Like I said, they pack a punch. Get them clean. Make sure your notes are solid and that all 16th notes line up in a smooth way. If you want more linear chops, linear groove, how you create these things, how to get better with linear playing, go to my website, fisherdrumming.com, and check out my linear lesson pack. I have a handful of lessons that break down very understandable, step-by-step ways that you can start getting really good at linear fills and grooves. And they're super cheap lessons. They're like the price of a cup of coffee, so I'd really appreciate it if you supported me on there. And remember, guys, subscribe to the channel and like these videos. That way I can, continue to grow the channel. I love to get your feedback. Put a comment down below, tell me what you think. And tell me, after you learn this one, what you'd like me to teach next, because I'm always looking for the next subject. I'm trying to have a well-rounded channel on here, and I'm welcoming, all new drummers, as well as making sure I meet my YouTube subscribers' needs. So thank you, guys, and I'll see you on the next lesson.